couple weeks to maybe 60 to 90 days. Some of the longer processing, like some of our Iranians and folks that were in like really sensitive fields like nuclear engineering, those can take as long as 6 months. In that case, we just try to work with you and work with you academically to see what we can do. The main issue is if you withdraw from the university while it's pending, we have to cancel your I-20 and that's going to stop the visa. So if you're not able to arrive on time for fall, you need to work with us and your academic department to determine some options for you, whether that's late arrival or deferral, and we can work with you to keep your visa record active while that's still processing. There isn't really anything you can do to speed it up. Part of what's often happening is it's not just the embassy. Other government agencies are involved that are doing security checks on your application, and they have to wait for these clearances to come through. And some of them are faster or slower than others. Sometimes it's about sensitive technology. If it's a name check, those can really take a long time, and you just don't know what kind you've gotten. So it's really hard to say how long it'll take. You know, one thing you can do is get a letter from your department that stresses your timely arrival to the university, that indicates any kind of negative academic or financial impacts to your late arrival. And you could try to also submit that with your application. But the truth is, generally, nothing's going to move that application any faster. They just take the length of time that they take. So what you'll need to do for now is just be patient. Make sure that your plane ticket is flexible, that you can adjust that plane ticket or cancel it and rebook if you need to, and be in touch with your academic department and get an academic backup plan. Like what is your plan if you can't arrive on time, and then check in with our office and we'll see what we'll need to do with you in terms of making document adjustments. We're not making any adjustments right now. Generally, we're going to want to see how it plays out. And once we get to the start of the semester, we'll see if we need to make an adjustment. If you defer to a future semester, like if you just say, I'm not coming for fall, I'm approved to defer my admissions to spring, then we'll adjust your documents, because that's more of a, you've officially been deferred. But that's all stuff you'd have to work out with your academic department.
Great. And then one other question, do you have any advice for students who are trying to get an expedited visa appointment?
Yeah, I don't have much to that either, because each consulate and embassy seems to have their own procedures. So you just want to follow the instructions in those procedures. So generally, you're going to look on the website and look for either expedited or emergency visas. Generally, they're not going to allow you to request an expedite unless you're within 30 days of your start date. You're getting close to that. We're almost there. The start of most people's documents is actually August 17th. So you're about to be in range for that. That's the start of the semester, but instruction doesn't actually start until August 24th. But the start of the semester is officially August 17th. So I would recommend that you look at your consulate or embassy website and see. What will not help you is emailing us and asking us if we can expedite it, because we may be UC Berkeley, but we don't have that level of power at hundreds and hundreds of embassies around the world. And you are in a pile with lots and lots of other people applying. So you have to go through the official procedures.
Great, I think that's good for now.
Okay. Well, I can take a look. I see we've got some other questions. Okay. All right, well, I'll keep going and then we can loop back around and try to get to any of these unanswered questions, okay? But I want to get through the arrival information and then we can finish the Q&A. So, all right, so arriving in the US. So if you're a new student, you can enter the US up to 30 days before the program start date on your I-20 or DS 2019. So